All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Time. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shit. Hey, lady. Here we go. Hey, son.
On 1st down, it's Stokes, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jarrett Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Darnold.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Pettis. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Echo.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time.
On fire.
On 1st and 10, Covington. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, bullet high. Check.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on third down. Covington. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
10-2 stop. 96. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 13. Greystone, travel. Say. Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw on second down. Covington. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 38, Mike 38. You. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Covington. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Right back to him on first down. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Covington. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
On 3rd down, Covington. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Covington. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15, you draw Corcoran.
Take 4, take 4.
Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Covington. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Looking to throw. Covington. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
I'm here all day. On your team. Look, squeeze. Go. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Covington. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Pettis. His 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Room here to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The end result, 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Covington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run on first down. Stokes, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Adams has it, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Darnold on 1st down. Now he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Stokes, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Covington. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Covington. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Game situation. Let's go. Slam. Hard.
Operating from the gun. Covington looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, exit. Mike 38. Hey, watch the leg.
Mike 38. Woo-hoo.
To throw again. Covington. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Stokes. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
We're going to set. Ready?
Check it back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Stokes, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14, Lions 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Covington. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
45 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Stokes. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, it's Darnold, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Stokes trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Looking to throw. Covington. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
High 7. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 24. Hey, zoom.
Second down and inches. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 65 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still care.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stokes, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike spoke forward. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Young lady.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going for a right side here, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Stokes. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stokes. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st down, Jets.
Go set. 45, lady. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stokes. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check 48 to Mike.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Stokes. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come out here in the eye. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Rock it. Don't get nervous. Kill. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's 3rd and short.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Back to throw. Covington. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Ready. Go.
On first down, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Ready. Go out.
36.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready? Exit. No.
On second down now, it's Sanders. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Looking to throw. Covington. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.